Welcome to Topaz Church Manager User Tutorial. This tutorial is for the church member feature of the software. To use this feature, click on the Data Entry menu, select Church Member and click on Add/Edit Member. Here you can edit and add church members. To edit a church member you'll have to search by their member ID, staff ID, or last name etc. For this tutorial I will search by member ID. And I'll search 3069. Click on Search. The information of the church member with ID number 3069 will be shown for editing. Please note that for a first-time user, this information will not be available. It is only available for this tutorial because I already added some members. Let's look at how to add a new member. To do this, click on the Add New button. You would have to fill in all the necessary information for a new member. Let's start by adding the member's picture. On the left side of the entry form, you would find an option for uploading picture. Click on Browse to upload a picture from your computer. Find your member's picture, select it and click on Open. This should upload your member's picture to the form. Next let's enter a member's ID. You can enter it manually, or click on Generate to let the system generate a number for you. Note that this number can only be generated if you set up your system number in the Setup section of the software. Next, select a household ID. You can only select a household ID if you have set this up at the Household section of the software. If you have not set it up, you can leave the field empty and edit it later after setting up your household. You can watch the tutorial on the household data entry to guide you. I have already set up some households, so I have some options to choose from. Type in the member's first name. For this tutorial, I will use the name Ransford. Next, type in the member's last name. Continue and fill in all the necessary information on the form. For marital status, you can click the drop-down icon to select. You will only have options to select from if you set it up at the marital status setup of the software. I have already set up some marital statuses, so I will select Married. You can also click on Create New to create a new marital status. Next, select a title. Same thing applies here. You can either select after setting it up at the Setup section or you can create new. Next, enter in the date of birth. Click on the calendar icon by the date of birth field for a calendar to pop up. Use this to select the member's date of birth. Next, select the member's gender, in this case, male. Enter in the member's primary email address and a secondary email address, if any. Next, type in a primary phone number. Select the date joined using the calendar. Select a church branch. As usual, you would have options to select from if you set it up at the church branch section under Setups. Or you can click on Create New to add a new one. Select a location. Also, you would only have options to choose from if you have set it up at the Location section under Setups. Notice there are some options to tick by the right side of the form. Here you can select if the member is a pastor, a communicant, etc. For this tutorial, I will select pastor. Click on Save and Continue, to move to the next step. The next field is for contact information. Type in the member's phone number. Next, type in an office number if any. Enter in an emergency contact if any. Complete the remaining fields in this section. After completing this form, click on Save and Continue, to move to the next form which is for family info. Complete this field if necessary, or you can click on Save and Continue, to move to the next step. The next form is for work and education. Fill in all your necessary information. Please don't forget that you can only have options to select from where applicable, if you have already set them up at the Setup section of the software. Or you can click on Create New on this form to create a new option where applicable. After entering the necessary information in each field, notice there are some options on the right-hand side of this step. Let's start with Languages. Click on the Language button. This allows you to add the languages spoken by the member, and the fluency level. Beside the language field, click on the drop-down icon to select a language. As usual, you will only have options to select if you set it up at the Setup section of the software. Next, select a fluency level from your setup options. Click on Add Languages. The language will be added to a table below. You can delete a language by clicking on the trash icon under Action. Click on Close to exit the Add Language window. Next, let's add donations. Click on the Donations button. This allows you to keep track of the items donated by the member and the date of donation. Click on the calendar icon beside the date of donation field to select a date. Next, type in the item donated. Click on the Add Donation button to save it. The item donated will be added to the table below. Click on the Close button to exit the window. Let's move to Interests. Click on the Interest button. This allows you to enter in the member's interests. Click on the drop-down icon to select an interest. As usual, you will only have options to select from if you set it up at the Setup section of this software. Click on Add Interest to save it. The member's interest will be added to the table below. Click on the Close button to exit. Next, let's add a milestone. Click on the Milestone button. This allows you to keep record of significant events in a member's life. Select a milestone. If you do not have milestones to select from, it means you have not set up your milestone at the Setup section of the software. Click on the calendar icon by the side of the Date field to choose a date. Type in the number of years for the milestone or use the icon by the side of the Age field to set it. Type in a comment in the comment box if needed. Click on the Add Milestone button to save the information. The member's milestone will be added to the table below. You can exit this window. Follow the same steps to add the member's church unit. After entering in a member's information, click on the Save button to successfully add your member. Click on OK. Every field will become empty after adding your member. Don't worry, you can view your recently added member. To do this, click on the Data Entry menu, select Church Members and click on View Church Members. This will bring up a table consisting of your added church members. You can only view the members you have added. If you have added a lot of members and you need to view a particular member, you can search with the member's ID number by clicking on the search field by the top left of the table. Type in the member's ID number. I will type in the number of the member we just added in this tutorial, 1011. Click on the search icon. Only the member you searched for can be seen in the table. To view more details about the member, click on the button under Actions on the right. Please note that you cannot edit a member's information here. To edit a member's information, you have to go back to Add/Edit Member section. You can search for the member you want to edit by their member ID, staff ID, last name, etc. For this tutorial, I will search by member ID and type in my member ID 1011. Click on the Search button. This will bring up all the information of your member and you can edit as required. Don't forget to click on Save after making all your changes. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Please contact SISCO for assistance if needed. Thank you for your attention.